Tuesday, April the 11th, and I hope everybody had a great Easter weekend. I took a bit of time off, actually. Didn't do very much at all over the weekend, apart from sending out 5 or 6 orders on Saturday. Left the rest until today, and I've left myself a little bit of work to do, really, because we've got 16 orders here in 348 lots, so a bit of picking to do there. And on Brick Owl we've got another 9 with another 200 lots as well, so about 550 lots to pick in total. So going to be a busy day picking orders, I think. On the eBay front, just a couple of small orders. And in fact, I had a problem with one of them, so I reached out to Bath Brickers, who's helping me out solving a stock shortage on one of those. And to be quite honest with you, that's a problem of my own making with trying to list items on multiple platforms and manage them as they sell. And honestly, it just doesn't work. And I really need to stop doing that. It was from an old listing, actually, of Series 21 minifigs, and yeah, obviously hadn't updated a quantity on there, so a lesson for everybody there. Gonna get on and go and do some picking, and I'll report back with the first batch of orders. Okay, the first batch of orders are done, and they are strewn all around the desk here. So let's take a quick look at them, and then I need to get them packed up ready for the post office and crack on with the next batch. And the next batch, as always when I do things, tend to be the higher lot counts, so they will take longer to do. First thing going out the door is this eBay order for a Charlie Chaplin minifigures.com figure. That was from my own sort of personal collection, and I think is the last of those to go. Mostly today we've got lots of parts orders, a little order there with one of the items from the, I think it's the 2017 Star Wars Christmas calendar, and a few other bits and pieces. I'm trying to see if there's anything special to mention. This one here is a regular customer and someone that know quite well, many conversations with. He places many orders with lots of different stores, and in this case he asked me to bag these stock items for him, so he'd put them into his own stock so he can easily pour those in, and then he's asked for all of the other parts to be put in a bag named Naboo, which is obviously a project that he's working on, or a commission that he's doing. So next one's just more and more parts orders. Really not much in the way of minifigures today so far. A couple of bits and pieces in there, some friends and a minifigure head, and the rest are largely, as I say, parts orders of varying sizes. There's a Viking torso and helmet going out there, and we've got a little figure from the Nexo Knights there, and couple more smallish orders there as well. So anyway, gonna get these all packed up, as I say, and then crack on with the next batch. Second batch of orders done, and these were the higher lot count orders that needed to be picked. And I always, as I said earlier, I think always leave the larger ones till last, which may not be the most logical thing, but I like to get the smaller orders done quickly, and it makes you feel like you've gotten through more than you maybe have, because you know you've closed off lots of orders and maybe you've only got 3 or 4 left, but they're going to take as long to pick as all of the others. But anyway, parts orders in the main. This one
was a nice order because it was a watcher of the channel who reached out to me, who was based in the US, and I think they said they'd never purchased outside of the US before, but they really loved the channel and they wanted to support me and send me an order. So really, really grateful for that in particular, to go out of the country, possibly paying a little bit more postage than they would if they'd ordered in the UK. This order's just come in today. I managed to fit it in with the others. Got a few more orders that have come in today that I'm probably not going to get to, or not going to get to the post at least. Another order here, you know, that they're all used, sorry, not used, but they're all parts orders, and no minifigures included there. Now I have got one more order that I'm going to be picking, but this is a local pickup, so I'm leaving that one until after I've been to the post office, and I'll do that when I get back and drop them a mail. And that's for Chris, who does all of the mini builds, and that's for his latest mini build, of which I haven't seen any pictures yet, so looking forward to seeing what it is he's creating. But going to get these packed up, and then I really must get to the post office, and I'll continue picking when I get back. It's been a really full day picking orders today, and it's been super tiring, to be quite honest with you. And I'm just finding the time now to sit down and have a look at the new changes to Brickstore. So as you know, Brickstore is one of the best tools out there for us Bricklink sellers. Allows us to create lists of parts and part sets out and upload them to Bricklink, etc. But there's a super cool new feature being added, and that is Brickognize integration. And for those of you who don't know, Brickognize is a tool that lets you take a picture of a part and it will tell you what part that is, and it's extremely accurate. Now what I've done is I've rigged up a camera underneath my monitor here, and I'm going to just place parts onto the plinth here and have Brickstore recognize the part. So on Brickstore, I'm just going to go to add a part, and then if we look over here, we've got a new camera icon. So I'm going to click the camera, click the picture, the photograph, and it's going to immediately have found the torso that I've got listed, and I can just add that to my Brickstore file. So that was super quick. So let's try it with another part. So I've placed another different part on my plinth down here, hit the camera icon, and then in this window here, hit the picture, and then it's going to find the actual part, choose it, add it to our Brickstore file, and just keep going. If I add another part, hit the camera, click on the image, let's recognize the part, we want it in white, add to Brickstore file. So you can see how super quick this is. Now let's do something a little different. Let's just place a little bar down there, and then see if it recognizes that. Click the picture, and there's all of the bars found. Now the one that we've got, you need to know a little bit, ours is a 4-long bar, which is, I think it's, no, it is this one here. Yeah, had it probably earlier. So we've got that, we've got it in reddish brown, choose a reddish brown, add it, and you just keep going. You can even take something like this, which is on the torso, take your photograph, click on the picture, and it's gonna locate the head, and we just add that in yellow and just keep going. Now This, I'm sure you can appreciate, is an absolute game changer. I really like Brickognize, but it was just not clunky, but you know, you had to copy the part ID and paste it into your computer, which was easy enough. I could take the pictures on my iPhone and hit copy and then go to my Mac and paste it in there and it would be there. But now I don't have to do any copying and pasting. All I need to do, hit the camera icon and click the picture that comes up and it'll find the part for me immediately. So well done the people who are developing and maintaining Brickstore. This is an unbelievable addition to the software. The store's taken a bit of a hit over the Easter period, so we're well below the 700 mark again, and it's therefore time to get uploading again. And I've got a bunch of stuff on my desk here, just tidying up really, where I had various pots of things laid around that I hadn't got to or just didn't fancy sort of uploading at the time that I came across them. So I'm gonna start working through and just clearing up and get these all added to the store. Hopefully that's gonna get me, not with this lot obviously, but hopefully over the day or the coming days we'll get back over that 700 mark, and hopefully increase the lot count again as well, because the lot count's dropped about 500, which is pretty significant, and keen to get that back over the 13,000 and keep increasing. So I've listed all of the things that I had on my desk, which were all of these typically sort of bits of food and accessories, friends accessories in the main, and they've come to 828 items in 80 lots. So going to increase the lot count, but not value very much. There's less than £52 worth there. Starting to add a few more items. These are new items that I had in a drawer here. Got a few more to go as well. That's before we get back to some of the used stuff. Now, I've still got my orders to pack and I need to get on and get these done. Left them because it was a bit noisy to do the video. I had my granddaughter here this morning who's not been very well, so there was a bit of background noise, so I held off for a little while. But we've got the largest order of the week going out here, which is around about 140 lots, and then other various parts orders going out the door. We got a few bits of minifigures, and that's going off to Australia, I believe. And then just one eBay order, which is for a Ninjago Naya figure. So I'm going to get these packed up, ready for the post office. I do need to think about getting back to eBay and getting some more stuff listed, but I've actually just purchased some stuff off another seller actually, which is being posted out to me today, so I should get that in a few days, and there's some figures in there that we can get on to eBay. So as I said, next up, to get off to the post office, then we'll get back and get some more stuff listed, and may even get back to sorting a bit of that tub out that's left over from last week. I've added a few more things to the file and I'm ready to upload it now. Some of the additional things I added are quite interesting. One of them being a purple helmet, motorcycle helmet, which is quite valuable. I've priced it at about £13, and the reason for that is that it tends to be used as a purple spaceman. So quite sought after, and it only ever came on one figure. A couple of other things. We've got a torso that belongs to Princess Leia, and then we've got numerous shields and things, which all, you know, tend to have a reasonable value. And then we've got a few balls in there. The Adidas ball, priced at around £4, and some chrome gold 2x4 bricks. So anyway, that lot comes to 1,479 items in 115 lots for about £200. I'm going to get it uploaded now and give people a chance to pick up some of the more unusual items like the purple helmet, etc. Just finished picking this morning's orders, which are just 5 orders. One on eBay, which is for a James Bond figure, 100 of these 2x2 medium blue bricks. And then we've got a few minifig parts and other things, and then some Minecraft utensils and a Minecraft figure. And then a bunch more parts here, including skeletons, bones, rats, etc. So interested to know what is being built there. So we'll get those packed up and ready for the post office. A bit of tidying up to do. Still got a few bags left over from the container that need to be listed, so we'll probably get those sorted. We've got a drawer of wedge plates that also came from the container, so again probably get those sorted out, and then get back to the used tub that I've got here, which is over there, and get some more of that sorted and parted out into these tubs here. Gonna have to find somewhere to put the 1x bricks because we're overflowing on 1x bricks there, and it's just a continuous process of you know, moving those to bigger locations, getting that sorted out, and we'll keep bulking up before we actually break them down and get them listed. I just spent 20 minutes going through the animal bin that I had. It was nowhere near full, of course, but I thought I'd take the opportunity to get this stuff listed because it can have some value and moves pretty quickly as well. So I've got all sorts, from horses, crocodiles, sharks, octopus, monkeys, loads of owls, spiders, and all kinds of things. So with that lot listed comes to about 57 quid's worth, so a reasonable amount, not enormous, but well worth getting them listed and out of the way. And more importantly, it empties a tub for me ready to carry on with the sorting. And I think in future I'll probably not use one of these for the actual animals. I think they can go into a smaller tub. So I'm just going to get these put away, and then probably I'm going to get finally to crack on with this tub that I've talked about a couple of times. There's quite a few sort of semi-built things in here that I'm going to have to break down. I can get the lid off. Yeah, so it won't take too long. Probably much quicker to break them down as I'm stood in front of the tubs, and I can just throw them into the appropriate tubs as we're stood there. So I'll get cleared up a little bit and we'll get cracking with that. So I was just about finished with the tub, apart from the stuff that's still built. Haven't broke that down yet, but everything else has been pretty much put away or sorted into categories at least, except for what's left on the tray. And I've had to stop because I got 4 more orders in, and it's 4:20 now. The post office is open a little later tonight, which is why I haven't gone yet. And I need to get these off to the post office as well. Just a mix of used parts. Obviously lots of dark blue here, new and used. Some used 2x2, dark grey, and a few other bits and pieces as well. So got to get these packed up, ready to the post office, and then I'm going to dash off. And then when I get back, I'll get tidied up here and finish off what I was doing. Just 3 orders for Friday the 14th. We've got a minifigure torso here from Pirates of the Caribbean, and a smallish parts order there. And then we've got this order, which I'm waiting on a response from the customer, because
they had ordered 25 of these and I've only got one. So I'm thinking this was a listing error when I've been adding the stuff from the Brick Pickers store and moving it from their file to mine, and there just probably wasn't the quantity that they said they had. Now that was a used one. I don't have any new ones either, so I can't send it. And so I've reached out to the customer to ask if they still want the rest of the order. Quite often I'd normally just do a refund, but because the quantity's so off and because this order is going to Saudi Arabia and they've paid quite a lot for tracked shipping, I don't want to send them something that is partly missing. So I'm waiting for them to come back to me, and then if they still want to go ahead, I'll get that packed and ready to go off. Now for this morning, I'm not too sure what to do, to be honest. I've got a few smallish jobs. Probably break this lot down and get this put away into the various tubs, and I've got a few new bags still sitting around on the desk to get listed, so I'm probably going to just do them just as a tidy up job. And then I'm thinking I might get back and do some minifigs or try and work on my eBay store a little bit. So I'll get these cleared and see what I feel like doing after that. Just back from lunch, and a couple more orders have just come in, so just got those picked. We've got 70 of these turntables going out, and then we've got a mixed bag of new and used parts with some of these footballer torsos going out and a ball. So I'm guessing someone's making up some older sets, so those will be going out shortly. I've managed to get all of the tub emptied and parted out and into all of the tubs at the back here. Now I say into the tubs at the back, but I've got this box now on the go down here that's got a mix of all sorts of things in there, so I just keep adding to that, and then once I feel like I've got enough to sort, we'll start breaking those out and getting them listed. I've also cleared some of the bags of items that had come from the Brick Pickers store that were stacking up on the desk. Still in progress with that, with a bag here of the sort of buildable figure elements all going on. Just listening to a bit of Morgan Wallen while I'm doing that as well, and that's his new album's a great album if you're into country music. So I've got to get these tidied up. Still need to pack the orders, and I might just catch up with a bit of admin, I think, for the rest of the day possibly, but we'll see. There's still a few hours to go, so I might get to some of those minifigures after all.